Hey bosses, all week long we're talking about the client onboarding process. Yesterday I was in the car at 9 o'clock, so I could not come on live. By the time I got home it was late, and I'm like, oh, what are you gonna do? So today, I just wanted to come give you some quick tips on how to fix your client onboarding process. Like I said, I don't know how much time we got, because I don't know if you can hear them. But on Monday we talked about, 3 reasons why your client onboarding process sucks. So one of the reasons your client onboarding process sucks is because you don't have one, right? So for those of you that don't have a client onboarding process, here's the fix. Create one, right? If you don't have a client onboarding process, if the extent of your client onboarding process is you take the payment from the client and that's it, you need to come up with a client onboarding process, because that's not enough. That is not the end all be all for your process. There should be way more. Okay. The other reason, I'm trying to talk fast before they realize that, it's a little, I hear somebody calling mommy. The next reason, if your client onboarding process, see?
The other way.
And he always wants me to turn off the light because he doesn't want y'all to see me. Okay, I turned it off. Thank you. No back time. Go tell daddy. Tell daddy. Okay, that's only going to work for so long, so let me be quick. If your onboarding process is heavily business focused, like you're only focusing on your end of the process and not your client's end, this is what I need you to do, right? I need you to have somebody that you trust and somebody that will give you honest feedback about your process. I need you to have them go through your process as though they were a client, right? And at the end of that process, I need you to ask them, how did that make you feel? Like, how did it make you feel to go through the onboarding process? Did it feel like it was more focused on the client, or did it feel like it was focused on you? Because if you're a service-based business owner and you're providing services like coaching or consultant, or even as a virtual assistant, if you're providing services to people, they need to feel like you care about them, right? They need to feel like, as a service-based business owner, you're catering to them and not just the other way around. So have somebody that you trust actually go through your client onboarding process, and then, let them tell you how they felt as they were going through that process. And then, of course, you adjust based on, the feedback that you get from that person. Lastly, if your process is cluttered and confusing, like I said, if you have your virtual assistant, your project manager, and yourself, like all of you guys are emailing the clients about different things and asking them different questions, you need to streamline that process. 3 different people should not be asking the client the same exact thing, right? And the other part of that process is you need to automate. Because like I talked about, not yesterday, but the day before, most of the systems in my onboarding process are automated. Once I enter that client's name and email address one time in my my communication system, it automatically sends the emails. It automatically sends the intake form that they have to fill out. If they never open that first email, it automatically sends them a reminder saying, hey, you didn't open the email. There's some stuff that you need to do. Like, the only thing that I have to do is check it, right? The only thing I have to do is go look at the intake form and see the stuff that they put in there so I can put it into their file. But other than that, it's all automated, right? And it's streamlined. I don't have I don't have a team, so I don't have a bunch of people that are sending them information. But even when I get to a point where I'm hiring additional people on my team, I'm not going to be sending them different things while the VA is sending them different things at the same time, because you're going to confuse your clients. So those are the 3 tips. So I'm going to be quick, because by the time he goes downstairs and asks daddy for what he wants, he's going to be right back upstairs asking mommy. So the tips are: 1, if you don't have a client onboarding system, create one, because you need one. It needs to be more than you just taking a payment from the client. 2, if your process is more business focused, I need you to have somebody that you trust go into your process and actually do the workflow, and then have them tell you how it made them feel by the end of that process. And 3, if you have a process that's cluttered and confusing, I need you to streamline and I need you to automate, right? I need you to streamline and automate, because you shouldn't be that much in your business where you have to do everything that comes up, especially in the onboarding process. Okay, so tomorrow is Friday. Yeah, tomorrow I should have the client onboarding checklist available for you guys to download. I've been working on it. I've been adding more stuff because I said I was going to have it done by Wednesday, but I was just excited, and I added like even more stuff than what I was going to give you guys. So it's a whole lot of stuff. It's a checklist. It has the before. You have to do a before screening of, your process, and then an after to see like how you improved it from what you had in the beginning. And then it has a checklist of all the systems that I use and the tools that I use in my business, that you can use in your business, especially if you are a service-based business owner, a coach, or consultant. Yeah, so by tomorrow, I should be adding that link for you guys. And then, tomorrow we're talking about the 3 C's in the client onboarding process. So if you remember nothing about what we talked about all week, the 3 C's are the things that you're going to want to remember. So tomorrow, come back for that. We'll talk about that. And that's it, because somebody is screaming mommy. So it's mommy's time to go. All right, you guys, I hope you got something out of this. Make sure you watch Mondays and Tuesdays to get a little bit of insight on some of the other stuff that I talked about in your client onboarding process. And I will be back tomorrow for the final day of the client onboarding process. So this is the Boss Up series, my new series. Yeah, they're getting a little louder. So I'm a boss, you're a boss. Let's boss up together. And we're talking about bossing up your client onboarding process. So I'll see you tomorrow.